So today I'm just going to give simple tips on building relationships or networking. Now COVID has happened and every sort of event, every sort of relationship building opportunity has gone virtual. Typically everyday entrepreneur would typically whip out their business card and say, hey, my name is this and this is what I do. And even though it was ineffective, people kept on doing it. It used to amaze me where I go for events that was invited to or even organized, and people were doling out cards, cards that people just looked at it. And interestingly, there's so many things you can learn, or I learned from all that can be applied to the virtual world. I think the core at the back of your mind when you're trying to build any relationship or network anybody is figure out how is a win-win for both parties. How is it win-win for you? How is it win-win for that person? Meeting you or meeting that person, how does it benefit that person? How does it benefit you? Because human beings, should have affinity for those people that give them stuff or have affinity for advantageous situations. So you need to think about how is it advantageous for that person and for you. Secondly, you need to see relationship building and networking as a long game. It's not a short game. It's not, hey, I just follow someone on social media and say, I like what you say, come and be my mentor. Who does that? Oh, apparently a lot of people do that. It has to be a long game. So you literally have to, I wouldn't say stop, but follow the person for a while. Understand the person's tone. If it's somebody that you want to be a mentor, look at what the person writes about. Engage with the person. We've moved from, just speaking people from afar to literally engaging. That's what the technology has done for us. Now it's easy to engage with people. So engage with that person that you want to form that link, you want to form that relationship with. And I tell people, be real. It will amaze you how much you can spot bullshit from afar. So be real. Don't meet that person or speak to that person and you're using big words that fly over the person's head, or you're speaking in an accent that the person doesn't understand because you want to make a first impression. Be human, be yourself. There's something unique about you and let that thing shine. If you like to tell jokes, appropriate jokes, tell jokes. If you're a good listener, listen, let the person talk. If you're a solution provider, you know how to get solutions to things, figure out ways to do that. And then when you're trying to build relationships and network with people, offer value. I see a lot of people tell me, but this person is well to do, he has everything figured out, he doesn't need anything. Dude, everybody needs something. It could just be a comment on their post. It could just be a compliment to what they wore, So figure out what is value for that person. And the only way you can do that is actually see it as a long game and watch the person over time. I used to tell people that, you're trying to approach a speaker at the end of an event and walk up to the person and don't tell the person, man, I loved your speech. The way you spoke to me, you explained, you spoke to me. Then you're wasting your time. But unfortunately, you see people, they just run to that person and say, hey, I'll take a picture, or give me your card. It doesn't work that way. So offer value. You can look at the person from head to toe and figure out what they need. It could be that their child needs a new book. It could be, find creative ways to offer value, because it's value that makes you stand out and more memorable. I remember one time when I and my wife met a presidential candidate in Nigeria, and after his speech, after everybody rushed to him to say, hey, I need a job, I need stuff, we told him, we walked up to him and said, what do you need? And he was taken aback, like, okay, this is the first time someone has actually walked up to me and said, what do you need? And I said, you know what, take my personal number. Later I'll reach out to you with what I need. So do you see, if you turn your perspective to make it, to figure out what the person need, or figure out how you want to help the person and how the person is going to help you, it would really, really help your networking efforts. Then follow up. So you've sent out the first message, the person doesn't respond, the person responds, follow up. People are busy, especially in this, world where everybody's locked in and working 24/7. People are busy. People, sometimes you need to follow up people. Obviously, the mode that or style at which you follow up is very important. You don't just write, "Hey, I sent you a message yesterday, you didn't respond." You have to find, creative ways and sensible ways to do that, to follow up. But sometimes just follow up. And then I think the last point is, after you've done all these things, after you've tried to establish a relationship, after you've offered value, men, ask. Nobody's going to kill you if you ask. The worst that will happen is no. And what will happen? The world will end. Lightning will strike you. The floor will open and swallow you. No, the worst that will happen is a broken heart. You get no, you sleep over it, drink ice cream, drink your favorite wine, and the next day you're back up and ready to go again. So state your ask. I find it very, very, very annoying when people reach out to me and they start with hi, and I go, okay, let me answer this person. This person looks like a sensible person. Hi, and the person goes, good afternoon, and then you lost me. Sometimes go straight to your ask. After you've established relationship, don't tell me a pity story. Just go straight to the point. Hi, so I'm going to be pitching next week at this competition, and I really, 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 really need an informed take on my pitch deck. Would you be able to review my pitch deck? Here is the link. Make it easy for the person to also help you. Don't depending on what, make it easy for the person to help you. So those are my tips on how to network and build relationships in these Corona times. Hope it helped you. And if you have any other suggestions, you can put it down in the comments.